You can't be serious, Emily said, staring at the case, the latches suddenly having popped themselves open, and one of them clearly having M.E. on it, meaning it was for her. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I suggest that this was optional? Because it's really not. I'm being very polite about it. Aren't I, Alan? Yes, Mother. Exceptionally polite. More so than is ever necessary, the silver-haired guy said, looking over to her. Just a bit. Crossing his arms and taking another drag off of his cigarette before throwing it down. So, let's be clear about what the stakes are here. You two don't have a choice. You can, of course, fight us. Try to resist, if you wish. However, me and Mother alone will be enough to squelch any resistance. And that's not even counting any of the other nanotech-enhanced individuals surrounding us in this place, he said, as my eyes glanced about all of the other individuals who had been scurrying around in the background, but were now standing quite still, all facing in towards this little exchange. I don't like this situation any more than you do, I said as she clung onto my arm. But the stakes are what they are. Currently, we don't have a choice. But what if I turn ugly? Like that freak in the parking lot? Or some of these weird-ass people in the background? Emily said, looking very concerned. Do you mind if I have a chat with Emily for just a moment? No, do as you wish, the pink-haired woman replied, still holding the briefcase. I won't wait forever, but I suppose a minor chat, just to hurry things along, won't hurt. Do whatever you wish. It doesn't really matter. You will be unlocking these little vials, whether you want to or not. For a moment, I pulled M a few steps away. Jax, you cannot seriously be considering this. This is a bad idea. If we unlock those little vials, even if we don't have to take them ourselves, we're giving that nanotech to a bunch of psychopaths. And they'll probably just kill us after it's done. Actually, I'm not so sure about that. What? What are you talking about? This is definitely a they're going to kill us situation, Emily said, with her back turned to the group, eyes trying to, once in a while, peek over her shoulder inconspicuously, only to see that all eyes were on us. Damn it. Listen, Em, that package was sent by the Believer. Yeah? Who apparently endorses psychopathy and general nuts-ass behavior. Yes, but who is apparently also not stupid. Think about it. She's had that case for over 100 years, and those vials are still inside of it, which only leaves two options. Either she's so trusting of the Believer, and so not greedy herself, that she just left them in there, trusting in his will, which, honestly, doesn't seem like her. Or option number 2. There are layers of protection on the briefcase and the nanites in them, like the fact that that timer only just went off, allowing the next level of interaction with the case. It means there are security systems in place, systems of checks and balances that keep anyone but us from interacting with the nanites in the case. Not only that, but remember, Mother over there took the advanced nanites. And while she may be over 100 years old, she doesn't look a day out of her 20s. And she doesn't look like a mutant aberration whatsoever. So we can assume that whatever are in those vials aren't going to turn us into monstrosities. The technology is too advanced. There's no way that ours are going to be something less advanced than what she gave her. Oh, yeah, that's a real comfort, Jax. I'll be sure to coddle it like a blanket. After they kill us. I'm not so sure that they can, or that they even want to. What? Remember, this is all a game being played by the believer. I don't care whether he's from the future or just some guy hiding out somewhere, sending random presents. In the end, he is playing some sort of game. He's got an agenda, a goal, one that he's been setting up for an exceptionally long time. If his intention was that whoever she give the nanites to gets killed, then it wouldn't matter who she had them give the nanites to. They'd be acceptable for anyone. She would have been able to take them out of the case at any time she wanted, or not been given a specific name. The fact that the case has been locked, the fact that it was set on a timer, the fact that it was specifically set for us. All of these things point to a greater plan in motion. A strategy that does not entail us dying a gruesome death. And remember, she already said that regardless of the amount of technology that she possesses, she's been unable to study even the nanites in her own body. So you can take any ideas of being put on a operating table and pulled apart in order to find out the secrets out of your mind. If she could do that, she would have done it already. She's not exactly human. I doubt that the same things that would kill her or a normal human being would actually kill her. Quite frankly, those nanites might be the only way we get out of this. Currently, we don't have the strength or ability to beat these guys and leave. But if we take the nanites, then we become upgraded, so to speak. Just like Mother or Victoria or whatever she wants to call herself. Individuals upgraded to the maximum extent possible. And not only that, but there'll be 3 of us. Me, you, and Titan. With whatever abilities that those containers might lend us. It might be what we need to get out of here. Hell, once we take them, she might not be able to stop us if she wanted to. Or there could be some other end to this. Some piece of information that won't become accessible until after we've taken the nanites. Something that will push the plan into motion. Force his agenda to start forming itself once again. I don't know about every detail, Emily. I can't say for absolute certainty that this is going to work out in our favor. But what I can say, with almost 100% accuracy, is that our highest chance of survival, of making it out of this alive, and with a reasonable amount of humanity, and a lack of disfiguring injury, is by taking the nanites. Chances are they're secured, just like hers are. She won't be able to do anything hazardous to us if she wants to get the information, if she wants to know what they do, if they would help her agendas. I know that you don't trust her, Emily, but do you trust me? This totally sucks, Emily replied. How in the hell do I get myself into this crap? I mean, I didn't like it when the believer was just using you as a guinea pig. And now he's throwing me into it? Why? I thought he believed in you. I was cool with just being a spectator. I really was. And now I'm gonna have to be all experimental. Just imagining what horrifying things those little nanites are gonna do to me. Ugh, it sends shivers up my spine. But I guess if there's no other option, and you actually believe that there's going to be some way out of this, I suppose then I'll just have to go with it. What about me? I heard Titan's voice exclaim. You never even bothered asking me if I was okay with it at all, she said, as I looked backwards into the trailer to see her sitting within it, still unmoving at the moment. I did tell her to pipe up and act like a regular motorcycle. Well, I am sorry about that. I suppose that I just got caught up with me and Emily. We aren't machines after all. We're biological organisms. Biological organisms aren't as prompt to being altered or changed. From the moment we come into existence, our structure is set. We're not used to being remodeled. It's not something that's normally supposed to be possible with us. So, of course, we're a bit uncomfortable with it, Titan. But for you, I suppose this would just be another upgrade. I'm not really sure what the nanites for you are gonna do, but I suppose I could ask anyways. What do you think our odds for this little gamble are? I agree with your previous assessment. Given all data available, it is optimal, or perhaps insightful, to wager that the individual who left the nanites did not do so that you would immediately be killed. They most likely have some sort of plan that doesn't involve our deaths. As such, our highest rate for survival is, as you said, to take the nanites. I am in agreement. Hey, who the hell are you talking to? The silver guy said as he walked up to me a little bit closer before feeling a hand on his arm holding him back as the woman, Victoria or Mother or whatever you wanted to call her, sat there with a smile just looking at us. Isn't it obvious? He's talking to his motorcycle. What? Don't be ridiculous. You're a moron. If you were not a cute toy to play with, and exceptionally useful, I'd get rid of you for certain. There are 3 vials within the briefcase, and only 2 people. Clearly, one of them is meant for Gabrial, and the other one for this Emily. But who's the 3rd vial for? Not only that, but you've in multiple times seen that motorcycle seeming to move around of its own accord. And yet, I don't see any sort of control systems on Gabrial over there. Don't you get it? The motorcycle has an advanced AI, what you might call sentient artificial intelligence. The motorcycle's a person. What? That can't be. AI that advanced is illegal. In fact, it's almost impossible to do. There's no way they could fit it inside of a motorcycle. An AI capable of being self-aware would be massive. Remember, we're dealing with someone casting stones from the future. The same rules that regularly apply now don't have to apply. And remember, nanite technology is, in essence, just making mechanical things mimic biological ones. Or perhaps making biological things mimic mechanical ones. It's a system in between the two. So just like nanites are able to change the way humans function in order to make us more capable and more powerful, the same could be said about a non-biological organism, a sentient being that is mechanical by its nature. It's in fact such an interesting proposition. The prospect of understanding such a thing is quite tantalizing, really it is. But For the moment being, not a problem.